Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this alternative tape on like a sailor tux bow or a loopy chair bow. So as you can see, we've got this cute interesting design on top, and this is in 3-inch ribbon, and I've done it in 1.5-inch ribbon and also 1-inch ribbon. Look how cute that one is. So I've got the measurements for all 3 sizes, and I'll do 2-inch ribbon as well. So they'll all be in the description box below, including where all the pins need to go and everything like that. So let's just move these out of the way. And we're going to be using 1.5-inch ribbon today, or 4 centimetres, depending on how you work. There we go. So 1.5, 4 centimetres, and it's 2 times 36 centimetres. And you pin at 17 and 28, and you do that on both pieces. There we go. And what you want to do is you want to flip this side, because we're doing left and right hand pieces, and where you want to start is you want the 2 longest pieces, the 2 17cm pieces, like this, with the pins facing in. Don't forget to heat seal your ribbon in the blue clear bit of your flame. There we go. So I'm going to take this side, and what you want to do is curve it and bring it so that's like this, and then we're going to pinch that so we've got a triangle shape here, and take our clip there. And this is the look you should be starting on this side, and we're going to do exactly the same this one. Curve it round, and then from that curve you bring that so it's against a pin. You want to pinch this into a triangle, and again take the clip and this is your start point from both sides. Okay, so I'm going to take this side, bring this up, and you want that triangle against the pin, and this is what you should have. I'll just turn it over. This is what the back should look like. Okay, and then we're going to take this clip and move it out of the way a second, and then we're going to keep that triangle nice and sharp, and we're going to fold that over so that that's still against the corner and everything's over like this, so you've got this pocket like that. Okay, so that's that side, and then we're going to do exactly the same thing this way, and take this corner right against our pin, take our clip out of the way for a second. This is our shape, the back end, and then we fold that over like so and re-clip. And as you'll see, these triangle pockets are both facing opposite directions, so if they're facing the same way, you've done something wrong. You want them both this way, and at the minute you can see that back edge. In a minute we're going to hide that. So what you do with this side is you fold that over and clip here, and again we want to hide all of this, so fold it over, re-clip here, and again your triangles are facing in opposite directions. Okay, I'm just going to move my clips, and then we're going to take this pin, and we've got 3 bits here, so we've got here and here, well 2. You don't want to go here, you want to twist this over in between this gap, and you want your pin against this corner here, like this. Same on this side. Take this, make sure it's between this layer, not the bottom, the middle one. Turn it over and bring that pin so it's there. And this is what the fronts will look like. This is what the backs look like. Okay, from there, turn it under. And what I do is I use this side as a guide. Make sure it's butted against that side so it's straight edged and taken on the clip. And I pop that across there to hold that in place when I'm stitching. And again, this is the front. That's what the back looks like. And same thing again, curve it under. From there, take clip, clip it across to hold it in place. And this is what your fronts will look like, so they're mirror images of each other. And then we're going to take a thread, and I'll show you the amount of stitches on each side. We want to start in this corner from above. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your pin out. 5, and your 6th one from beneath. What I like to do is tuck it in a little bit from beneath, not through that. You want to be going just before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there'll be 3 on the other side. And then we go in this side, and we want to be capturing that little bit that we've just locked over. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, and your 6th one. When we're doing this one, all the edges that we've just lined up, they should all be being stitched together, otherwise you'll have issues. Your 6th one wants to be coming from beneath, capturing all them layers, as I said. We want it to be coming through that triangle this side. So in, 1, 2, over, 1, 2, out, and on the back you'll have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like this. And I can take that pin out that side. Just pull my thread along. And then we're going to start from the triangle this side. Move my clip out of the way. Okay, so take this pin out, and again, make sure you're capturing all those layers. You'll be able to feel them in your fingers from above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 one should be above. Take your pin out, overlap it a teeny tiny bit, and on this side the 6th one from beneath should be going up through that overlap bit just a little bit. And your first stitch this side should be from above over. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your 6th one from beneath again. So in, 1, 2, across, 1, 2, out, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again you've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it's really important, when I tell you the stitch placements on these designs, it's really important to follow through, especially that bit where we overlock it a little bit, because it basically helps you build the whole structure of the bow and stops things from like slipping and moving around and like pockets going from out of place. Because if you don't get that overlap right, this bit doesn't sit in nicely and it comes too far up and it makes the bow look, it doesn't look anything like you're expecting it to. So take your pieces and cinch it, and each side will have 6 cinches. So you'll have 3 on each piece, and I reline that up this side. You can make this in 2 parts and glue them together. It's entirely up to you which method works best for you, but this is how I like to do it. So I reline all of those up, and I go right back through pretty much on the original stitch pattern and pull that really, really tight. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. And you'll find if you do this version, you'll get like a natural curve to your bows that sit nicely against heads. So there you go, and you can start to see the structure of the bow. So this is what the front looks like at the minute. This is what the back looks like. If you've done it right, you will only see a small percentage of this pocket that we originally started with. So I'm going to bring the thread back, and then what I do is I do a couple of stitches in the back just to stitch it off and secure my thread, and I just fold it like this. Go through both sides, untangle if I need to. I always like to have longer thread. It's just a habit of mine. Just got a little knot there, so let me just untangle. This only happens when I'm making tutorials, by the way. The rest of the time I do it perfectly fine and it rarely ever bothers me. There we go. Normally I would tie that off instead of, well, that's all nice and secure now for us. The other thing I like to do is take my tails and I will overlap them like this and make sure they're both the same length. If there's a little bit of difference, trim it down a little bit, like so. And then I like to do a nice gentle curve on mine. Like this. And then you can take this, if you flip it over, you can hold it in place. And use it as a guide for that side, so you've got even tails. Heat seal. So there's those, and then we've got a bobble, some 9mm to wrap at our centre, and then I'm going to do a scrunch middle just to give it a pop of interest. So just a touch of glue back in our circle bit here. There we go. And I like the seamless bobbles. Where you can see the seam slightly, I like to put that in the glue for extra security. Use the leftover to attach your 9mm around your bobble. You can do an alligator clip as well, it's entirely up to you. I like these as pigtail sets, so that's why I use bobbles. Wrap round your centre once, round again. Make sure you're going over the original ribbon, nice and tight. Cut that extra off, out the way. Heat seal that end, and drop of glue here, fold that in. And then I like to just adjust my pockets so that they're nice and even. I think I've done that side a little bit deeper, so I'm just going to adjust that slightly. You can do these at angles, you can do them at curves, you could put spikes in, it's entirely up to you. This is just my personal preference. So this is what it looks like with a standard middle. Like I said, this is front. This is what the back will look like. There you go. Just show you the side so you can see. And I like to do like a little scrunch middle. So take a piece, this is 1 inch or just under 1 inch, and it's about 5.5 to 6 centimeters long. And what I do is I fold this end into an S like this, pinch it like that, take your lighter, do this, be careful of your fingers, pinch it together so it's held, and then we do the same the opposite side. S again, heat with your lighter, mind your fingers, just going to trim that a little bit of plasticky bit, and then you get a pocket here and a pocket here, and on one of the flat sides you want a bit of glue here. There we go. Take this around the back of your bow, and then you like twist it round like this so you get that scrunchy look, and then we want some more glue this side. Adjust your loops so they stand how you want them to, and with the loops being like this, they can flatten down a little bit like this. So if you are sending it out to a customer, before you do it, what I would suggest is blasting it with some extra strength, extra hold hairspray, and all you would do is in a ventilated area, spray it gently on the front till it's slightly damp, same on the back, blow off any glue stringers like I just did, and then that all set, and it will keep these loops nice and where they want to, and they won't move or flatten. So there is the super cute bow. Like I said, all the measurements and everything is with technique changes in the description below, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.